Is he flirting with her? Gold. It was... Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa and I am so excited because I am doing a 24-hour reading challenge on the channel. Now, how is this going to work? Is this going to be for 24 hours straight? No, she is not going to be doing a 24-hour straight because she will not survive. She is a mother, she has responsibilities, and if I were to do that, I would need a week-long vacation to recover from this process, and that would not be good for me. So I've seen other people do the whole 12 hours and 12 hours, and although that sounds really nice, I still don't think that I can make this happen. Maybe I can, maybe throughout the challenge we'll push ourselves, but I'm gonna be on the safe side. I'm gonna go on the safe side and do 8 times 3, 24. She knows math. So we're gonna do this over the span of 3 days, and I think it's doable because I can do 4 hours throughout the day and then 4 hours at night, and you know, maybe stay up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning to get this done. So I think that's the plan. Now the other thing, I'm a mood reader. We've already established that. Do I have a set TBR for this challenge? I do. Round of applause for me. I have selected 3 books specifically, and we're gonna read them in this order because I feel like this is the optimal order for me to be successful. I'm a slow reader. I want to get 3 books done in this video. I feel like that would be, you know, interesting instead of just 2 books. So I've selected Belladonna. I think this is YA. This is supposed to be fun and easy. So this is fantasy, but it doesn't look like it's like high fantasy or super intense. There's a romance in there, so we're gonna go with romantasy. So I think like I could get this done and still have some brain power to handle the Serpent and the Wings of Night. I've been wanting to read this for a long time. And then bonus point, this is also on Kindle Unlimited, so I read faster on my Kindle. I think this is going to be great to have, so this way I can get done. And this is like 400 pages. I already checked. Let me double check. Yeah, I think like this is 400 and something, so I think that's like doable. I think I can get this done. And then finally, after getting 2 fantasies under my belt, I think the safe thing to do is to go for a romance. Now I know Emily Henry is not considered fluffy romance, but her writing is so amazing and captivating that after getting 2 fantasies done, I feel like this is the perfect romance to like grab my attention, keep me going, but then at the same time, like, it's not too heavy. Like, I'm not out here trying to memorize like awkward, weird names for fantasy characters that I won't be able to remember. Like, this is good. And I think this is good. This is on my fall TBR also. All these books are on my fall TBR. So this challenge is actually also helping my fall TBR that I filmed the other day for you guys. You guys can check it out to see all the books that are on there. There are about 20 books on there. So anyways, all of that to say, I feel like I am prepared. She has a plan. She has a strategy. She has set herself up for success. Let's see if I can get at least 3 books in this readathon. I mean, I guess it's not like readathon, 24-hour reading challenge. Let's get this video started. They are not playing. The prologue itself is already like, what in the world? I did not expect that in the prologue. Wait, is he flirting with her? Is death a love interest in this? Like one of the love interests? I don't know how I feel about this because, sir, you knew me when I was a baby. So Death met her when she was a baby in the prologue. And the way he's talking to her right now, page 13, your name is no curse, little bird. I just like the taste of it. It sounds like he's flirting. And I like it, but I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed. Okay, so here's our first update for this challenge. I am on chapter 22, page 193, and I am about 47% in. That's what my Kindle tells me. You're not gonna believe this, but this is actually available on Kindle Unlimited right now. So I've been reading it on my Kindle, making a lot of progress, should I say so myself, and I am loving it. I'm loving this. I love the gothic vibes, which I already knew I was gonna like because I loved One Dark Window. And even though One for My Enemy is not gothic per se, but it is very dark and moody in the book, and that is the atmosphere that you're getting throughout the entire book. And this is the same thing with this. The only thing I was worried about this is that I believe this book deals a lot with like, well, not I believe, it does. It has like death is a part of it, a ghost, like spirits. So I was nervous about that because I don't like books where I get scared, but the way it's done, it is beautiful. I love every aspect of this book. Basically, we're following Signa, which is an orphan, and her parents died, but she is set to inherit a very large fortune. And I think this is set in like Regency time or like back in the day. I'm not really sure what time, but it's giving Bridgerton vibes. And she's set to inherit a fortune, but because she's not old enough, she's not 20 years old yet, she has people that are assigned to be her guardian. So every so often she's getting shipped to a new guardian because everywhere she goes, death follows. So every time she gets shipped to a new household, someone dies from that household, and then people get scared because now she's gotten a reputation and they ship her away, or the main person that's supposed to be her guardian dies, and you know, now she has no one to look after her, so she goes to a new house. And that's also one of the reasons why she's so upset with Death. So she can see Death, even though she can't really see like his face or anything like that, but she can see like a shadowy figure, and he talks to her sometime, like I said in the beginning, and she's really upset with him because she's like, you are ruining my life. Every single time I settle somewhere, something happens, someone dies, and I'm shipped somewhere else. So when the story is like unfolding right now, she's shipped to her uncle's house, and he's a Hawthorne, a very rich family, but as always, someone in that family is sick, potentially dying, and she's nervous that if that person dies, she's gonna get shipped somewhere else again. And she's like, I'm determined to not let that person die because I only have a couple more months before I have my inheritance, and you will not mess this up for me, Death. But Death seems to have his like own reason why he's doing certain things. And also there's just so much going on. There's like a mystery going on. We're trying to figure out like, are those deaths natural, or is someone behind them? It's just very, very intriguing and captivating. I am loving this. I'm reading this so fast, at least for me, and I just love it. I love the Bridgerton vibes. I love the high society and all the stakes. I love the character development that I feel like she's going to undergo, and she's currently undergoing. She wants to be accepted by society so much because she was raised, you know, without her fortune, but she knows she's from high society. So she wants to be a lady. She wants to be seen as a lady. She doesn't want people to keep her away because of the reputation she's had that she's an agent of death, and she wants people to like her. She wants to get married. She just wants to live the high class life, and she's slowly starting to realize that, is this really what she wants? And does this really align with who she truly is inside? And so it's just so good. I did not expect this. Like, I'm eating this up. I'm eating this up. And I feel like there's a love triangle brewing, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if that's okay. I don't even know who to pick because it's so hard. Both characters are just so good, I have an inkling of something that's going to happen, because I cannot imagine that the author has built up these two people so high, in my opinion, that it doesn't compare. Like, I feel like if she picks one person, she loses, and if she picks the other person, she loses. I don't know, but I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. I know there's no way I'm going to sleep tonight without finishing this book, because there's just no way. You know what I mean? Let's just keep reading. And who am I kidding? Why am I pretending I'm gonna keep reading on this? I'm gonna read this on my Kindle, okay? Because it's available. Let's just keep reading. I finished it. I am so happy I picked up this book. I'm so happy I picked up this series. I am in love. I'm obsessed with this series. If it wasn't because this would be so boring if we went in and we finished the entire series, I would go ahead and pick up the next book next. But it's fine. We're gonna control ourselves. I have 18 hours and 36 minutes left. I don't know what to tell you guys except that I'm obsessed. I have no words, because I wasn't expecting to love it this much. Oh, and remember how I said that I had an inkling of something was going to happen regarding the love triangle? Exactly what I thought was going to happen is what happened. I don't know why I thought about it, but it just felt so right. And even though I predicted it, I feel like it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. So I'm not upset. I'm happy about it. In terms of my rating, this is a 4.5. This is literally a 4.5 or 4.75. I think the only reason is that it's not like a 5-star for me, is that 5 stars is a feeling, and like you feel like, I almost feel like 5 stars hit me hard in the heart and like almost change a little bit my life or a little bit how I think. And this is not going to do that. But in terms of enjoyment, I love this book. I loved all of the characters. There were some twists and turns that I did not see coming. When I tell you that the mystery, every single time the author made sure to introduce characters in a way that made me think like, oh, it's this person, or it's this person, or it's this person. In the end, whoever it was, I did not see coming. And the setup for the next book, oh my God. I loved it. I only have great words to say, good words to say about this. No complaints. Like, amazing. Definitely need to finish this series as soon as possible. Now, I do have a confession though. I have a confession. Remember how I said we are going to read these books in this order, because I have a plan, I have a strategy, I have a goal. We're not gonna do that. And we're not gonna do that because I've known that The Wingman is available since I believe September 26th. The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. And if you guys know, I am obsessed, literally obsessed by The Fake Out, which is in the same series, the Vancouver Storm series. It's a hockey romance series. And I just cannot stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I went on Kindle Unlimited so I can read Belladonna, and The Wingman has been eyeing me. And I can't stop thinking about it. I need to know what that story is. And so I fear that if I pick up right now The Serpent in the Wings of Night, I'm not going to enjoy it as much as I should enjoy it, because all I'm thinking about is The Wingman. Also, The Wingman storyline sounds messy to me. It's a little messy. From what I gather, we have Darcy, Hayden, and then this other guy. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name from the other book. But in the story, I remember that they're a group of 3 friends. They met in college. And it seems like Hayden and Darcy have a thing for one another. But that Darcy is dating the other guy and almost like engaged. And then that's the story we get. And then towards the end of the book, we find out that Darcy and that guy break up. And then Hayden is like, I need to get to her. And the romance is going to be between them. And I was just like, that sounds messy. That sounds so messy. But I'm here for it. You know what I mean? I want to know. I want to know how Stephanie Archer is going to make me find their romance endearing. And just overall, I just love how she writes her man, like, because they are so down bad and they're so good and they are so affirming and like golden retriever style. And I love me a golden retriever, like hockey romance male character. So I cannot resist it. The mood reader in me must read The Wingman. So that's what we're doing. Okay? All right. Coming in with a check-in. Am I in the basement hiding from my family so I can get some reading done? Absolutely. Absolutely. Mind your business. Don't judge me, okay? This is the most quiet place in the room right now, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it and let my husband deal with the chaos upstairs. Whatever. I am on chapter 39, 51% in, and I have 14 hours and 25 minutes left, so I'm really doing good on time. I'm so surprised with myself. It looks like we might get those 3 books in after all. So far, when it comes to The Wingman, I am loving it. I am loving it. I knew this would happen. I knew that Stephanie Archer would not let me down. When I tell you that this woman can write a man that is down bad, the way Hayden is down bad for Darcy, it's everything. It's everything. I am blushing. I just love this man. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's topping Rory Miller. Okay, Rory and Hazel, they were so good together. They were perfect together. And Hayden and Darcy are also, like, they have great chemistry. You can tell that on a fundamental level, like, they are friends. They have really a lot of things in common, but they are different people. They support each other. They are friends first, so I think it really helps. And in this book, we're getting one of my favorite trope, which is like the trope where it's not that the woman is inexperienced, but she is like using him to teach her how to be more experienced, whether it is in the bedroom or in the dating scene. And Hayden is seen as a playboy, and Darcy has been with Kit. The guy's name is Kit. She's been with Kit for like 8 years, like since college, right? So she hasn't had a lot of dating experience. So she asked him to help her date and become a player. And of course, like, he agrees because, I mean, he doesn't want to let her, he doesn't want someone else to teach her, and he wants to be able to control the situation, but all he's doing is cock blocking. He's like sabotaging every single experience she's able to have with other men because he like loves her and wants her. You know what I mean? So it's going well. It is so good so far. It is still messy in my opinion, but I think because Kit is like, from the stories we're getting, not the complete story so far, it's looking like Kit was like a little bit of an asshole to her. I'm like, okay, girl, you know, you do you, but it is still kind of messy. And Hayden is right now like, he's so down bad that he's like, screw Kit. But I kind of feel like that used to be your friend for 8 years. Don't you think you should give him the benefit of the doubt and kind of like call him and like talk to him? But she's not doing that, so we'll see. The way this man is down bad. And it's not even just that, it's just the little gestures, like taking off her shoes because she said it was hurting, and him carrying her because she said like she felt like she was getting blisters. It's just the little things with him. I'm gonna say this. I'm a words of affirmation girl also. And Hayden and Darcy do it for me. They do it for me because they express their emotions so much, so well. They validate each other verbally so much. Like, don't get me wrong, act of service, of course. I love a man with action and I love some quality time. But words of affirmation, such a turn on, such a turn on. So I am loving Hayden because he has that down pack. He really has that down pack. I just love how much they affirm each other. I love it. I just love it. I finished the Wingman and I have 10 hours and 2 minutes left. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That literally means that I'm gonna have full 8 hours to read another book, and I think I'm gonna be able to do it. That means I'm gonna read 3 books in this challenge. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna go with Book Lovers. It makes sense. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of reading done tonight. I may go to sleep like late, around like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. This way when I wake up, I'll just have a couple more hours left to read throughout the day. And I think because it's Emily Henry and I'm gonna wanna underline or like annotate a lot of the book and really take my time to savor her writing and her choice of words, I think it's going to take me probably the full 10 hours. If it doesn't, like, the idea that I could potentially start a book even if I don't finish it, you know. In terms of my rating for the Wingman, I'm going to sit on it a little bit because it's pretty high. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty high. I just want to sit on it a little bit. Did I enjoy it? I absolutely enjoy it. I loved it. Just so good, so good. Like, this is awesome. Like, awesome. This type of romance is my type of romance, where there's a lot of romance, a lot of emotion, a lot of depth, a lot of like character development and stuff like that, where the heroine is finding herself, the hero is also growing and finding himself. They are helping each other out. Love, 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 love. Like, honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about this book. I just don't think it's at the level that the Fake Out was for me, but so good, so good. So I'm gonna reserve the right to give my final rating at the end of this challenge, but know that I love this and I highly recommend. So let's move on to Book Lovers now. When it comes to Book Lovers, you're not gonna believe it, but I had requested it from the library, like using Libby a while back. Completely forgot about it. It was taking so long to come that I like went ahead and I bought the book, and I was like, forget it, I'll never get to it, right? Why is it here? Why is it here now? So I actually have it available right now on my Kindle. So I'm probably gonna alternate. Like, as soon as I like get tired of holding the book, I will go ahead and alternate. But for now, I think I want to get a feeling from the book, since I've been reading The Wingman on Kindle Unlimited. You get the vibes. You get the vibes. Good morning, you guys. I feel like a shell of myself. I feel like a completely dead person. I don't even have balance. It looks like I'm falling over. I went and got coffee, even though today is not my treat day. I got like this pumpkin spice ice latte. I don't know. Listen, I can't make out words. Right now, I don't even feel like I'm human. But I needed this. I feel like if I don't have this today, I'm not gonna be able to function, because I stayed up late last night trying to read this book. And yeah, I don't feel like myself. However, I do have updates. I have 8 hours and 58 minutes left, and I am in the middle of chapter 6. Well, no, I'm about to start chapter 7. Okay, yeah, I'm about to start chapter 7. I'm loving this. This is so good. Like, I don't know how Emily Henry does it, but every single time I read her books, I feel like the next book that I read, I'm like, this is my favorite Emily Henry book. I don't know why. I feel like this is going to be my favorite Emily Henry book. And I think this is because I have a soft spot for main female characters that are not like this, the stereotypical bubbly sunshine or demure or kind of like soft characters. Don't get me wrong, I love those characters also, and if anything they probably are more like me because I am kind of like more soft when I'm out in public. But when I meet a character that is strong and prickly and like she has a hard shell and the main male character has to work to get through her, I love that. That's probably why I love Winter in the Chestnut Spring series from the 4th book, Reckless. I also love Kennedy from the 4th book also, and the Windy City series. And I'm loving Nora. I don't know what much this book is about right now. I don't really know what the plot is going to be. The only thing I know is she has an amazing relationship with her sister, but lately it feels like they've been disconnected. So when her sister suggests that they go to a small town to have a month vacation, her sister is pregnant with her 3rd child and she's really overwhelmed by motherhood and then bills and responsibilities. So when she suggests, hey, let's take a vacation, just the 2 of us, like we need this, Nora agrees because she's like, this is my chance to reconnect with my sister. That's my best friend. That's my person. I don't want to lose her. So if she needs this vacation, I'm going to take it with her. The other factor into this is, I don't know if this is in the back of the book. I don't know if it's in the back of the book. And even if it's in the back of the book, I feel like the opening, the prologue, when she describes it, it's so good the way Emily Henry does it that I'm not going to tell you what the crux of the story is, like why her sister suggested a small town for them to have their vacation, because I feel like Emily Henry does such a beautiful job at describing it. I was giggling in the prologue. I love the prologue and I so far love the story. I don't know where this is going, but I'm loving it. I'm intrigued. I am sat. I am definitely here for whatever Miss Henry has for me. Thank God this is the book I left last, because like I said again, today I am not a human. So this is only she could probably keep me going, because I probably would stop this challenge right now, even though I've been doing it in 3-day sprints, but it still feels like I'm overreading. But I love this, so I'm gonna continue. I finished this and it destroyed me. It literally destroyed me. I have no words. I have no words for this book. Okay, I have many words and no words at the same time. Okay, let's start with the obvious. It is, oh my God, I can't believe I'm even gonna say this. I have 2 hours and 38 minutes left. 2 hours and 38 minutes left. So not only I read 3 books in this challenge, I can still start another book. There's no way I'm finishing another book, especially not after this book. I'm emotionally distraught, but I can still start another book. So, I mean, I'm so proud of myself, okay? But that being said, why did no one tell me? Everybody is talking about Beach Read and Beach Read and Beach Read. And don't get me wrong, did I love Beach Read? Absolutely. Is this one of my 5-star reads for the year? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So it's not that I'm saying Beach Read is not good, but book lovers, like I'm blown away. I could not stop laughing in this book. Could not stop laughing. The humor, like Emily Henry's friends must hate her. Like she has the most wittiest personality there is, because somehow she makes all her characters distinct and yet at the same time funny and interesting and complex and just wow. Like, how did she come up with this banter? It wasn't just the banter between her and Charlie. And don't get me wrong, the banter between her and Charlie was gold. It was so good. Like every single time this man opened his mouth, I was blushing, but I wasn't blushing because he was saying like lewd or saying sexy stuff. I was blushing because his mind was so beautiful to me. Like both of them. That brain of theirs, because they kept referring to their brains. I love their brain. I was like, I love this man. I loved him so good. But the banter between her and her sister, the banter between her and the other random people in the book, it was just so good. I'm sorry if I'm screaming. I just cannot. Like, this book rearranged my brain chemistry. The way, like, when you have a character arc, like development, they need to like change and adapt and change certain things and become stronger. Or if they were like not outspoken, they need to like be more outspoken. Or if they were too outspoken and too loud or do something, like they need to dim it down a little bit, like become more like softer. And like, the way she did not need to do any of those things. The only thing that Nora needed to do is just be herself. Like, her character development was, you need to be more of you. You need to double down and be more of you. The only thing she had to change was like her relationship with her sister a little bit, sort of. But like, I love that the point was, you are okay. Who you are, for both of them, Charlie and her, who they are is okay. Oh my God. And then the other thing also that I loved about this book is that a lot of time in romance book, we glorify the whole opposite attract, like enemies to lovers. We are so different. But when we come together, ooh, sparks. They were like, we're the same people, and it works, and it worked, and it works so much and so well and so good. I just cannot, like, this was so good. Like, this is a love story to books. I love seeing the editing process. All the characters were so good and complex, and like, no one is really the bad guy, no one is the good guy. Like, it was so amazing. Like, I love this. I love this so much. And another thing, the way Emily Henry had me on a wild goose chase. The whole time, Libby is the one that suggested this vacation, like I said. And we find out that this is very out of character for her, out of character for Nora, because like, this is not what they do. They're New Yorkers, right? Like, they don't go on some remote small town vacation and do nothing. And so you're trying to figure out, like, why is this pregnant woman, like, you know, going off the deep end, right? And I thought I knew why. And Emily Henry is giving crumbs all over the place. And I'm eating all the crumbs, thinking I know exactly what we're going to. I am on a wild goose chase. The reveal, gagged. I was gagged for the reveal. Like, this is not what I expected, and it was so powerful and so 6 stars. No, this is infinity stars. Cannot be a 5 stars, because the way this book, again, I say, change me 6 stars. I'm daring to say this is my favorite Emily Henry's book. And like, listen, I am well aware that I haven't read Happy Place, so this could change. But as of right now, the ranking is book lovers, beach read, funny story, and people we meet on vacation. Okay, like, I don't want to do anything. I have 2.5 hours left, and I'm going to be real honest with you guys. If there wasn't this challenge, I would not be picking up another book. I do not feel capable of picking up another book. I'm still like processing my feelings for this book. Like, I feel like any book I pick up right now, I'm gonna do them a disservice. So I just don't want this to be like, oh, I didn't finish the challenge, and you know that the video feels incomplete. So I don't even know what to do, because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go read another book. Okay, I do want to read another book. I want to go back and read Book Lovers. That's what I want to do. I want to go back and read Book Lovers. I want to go back to Charlie and Nora and Libby and their family and their friends and that little town. And I want to go back to New York. Oh my God, the way she described New York, the way she described like every single... Okay, all right. So I'm going to do The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I don't know why I'm picking up a fantasy right now, especially when my brain can't even process. I know what we're going to do. It's Sunday. I'm going to go grab coffee, take a walk. I mean, I finished this book last night. Don't get me wrong. So I could have started another book last night. I could not start another book last night. I tried. I like tried to start another different book that was shorter, by Olivia Blake. You and Me Alone in the Ether. Because I was like, oh, I have like 2.5 hours left. This book is 272 pages. I could finish it. This is gonna be so great for the video. I'm gonna finish 4 books. Could not make me concentrate. All I could think about was Nora and Charlie. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. I cannot read an Olivia Blake story right now. The writing just, no, I can't. So I'm gonna go get coffee. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna pick up People We Meet. No, People. See, I can't even think. I can't think right now. We're gonna pick up The Serpent in the Wings of Night. And then we're gonna read as much of it as possible. I'm not gonna force myself to read fast or do anything. I'm just gonna finish the video. And then, yeah, I'll let you guys know. I will not rate or give any real opinions about The Serpent of the Wings of Night because I feel like it would not be fair, especially after how I feel about this book, like emotionally distraught. Not because this book was horrible, guys, like as in like a bad ending. It's just all the emotions that I got. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, did I get the ending I wanted? Absolutely. The book had the perfect ending. The prologue was amazing. The epilogue was beautiful. Like the way she wrote that epilogue, that it wasn't like, you still get the regular epilogue of a romance story, but it wasn't the okay, let me stop. I'm gonna stop again. Coffee, Serpent in the Wings of Night. We end this video and then I go back to holding this book like the emotional support book that is gonna become for me now. This is gonna be my emotional support book moving forward. That's just what it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Bye. All right, you guys, we are done with this challenge. This was so successful. I'm so happy I did this. We got to read 3 books and start a 4th book, which is amazing for me, as you guys already know. And the quality of the books, amazing. I mean, we already know that Belladonna was a 4.5. Love this. Cannot wait to continue the series. The Wingman was also a 4.5. I settled on it. It's a 4.5, not a 4.75, and definitely not a 5, but so good also. And I cannot wait to get the 4th book. Alexei, I don't know, but I cannot wait to get into his book. We'll definitely continue the series. We'll absolutely recommend the series to you guys. And then, should I say more? Need I say more? Book lovers, 6 stars, infinity stars. Definitely my new favorite book. I am obsessed. Cannot stop raving about it. And I'm not gonna rate this because I don't feel like it's fair, especially after this one. And also because I only got to chapter 8. So, you know, nothing much here. So that's it, you guys. If you like this challenge, let me know. If you've read any of these books, also let me know in the comments what you thought of them. If you like videos like this, I plan to do more of those 24 reading, challenge, even if I do them over the span of a couple of days. If you like this, like, subscribe. You already know what to do. I will see you guys on the next one.